it because we know that some relationships don't work out.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate people who kind of post about the gifts that they receive. Speaking of kind of like the evil eye, you know, I think it's a private thing. Even if it's a Christmas or birthdays and things, like I think those are all personal moments, and there's a little bit of a boasting there.
Yeah.
That I think is a bit of I think so. I think like you can show the cute moments, right?
Yeah.
I think it's actually very authentic to show the cute moments of the look at sleeping rather than the gifts, because the gifts essentially mean less. And you're essentially saying, look what I got, but also you don't really know what's going on truly in that relationship. And we've just seen so many big social media relationships that look like the picture perfect. And whether it's Valentine's Day, whether it's a gifting season, they present this perfect image and then it all falls apart.
Yeah,
it falls apart.
Down.
So I would keep it private.
Yeah.
Unless it was
legally binding.
Unless it was legally binding and they can't leave. Okay, let's move into our top story of the day. This has been a kind of an ongoing topic since a change in enrollment age was introduced in December last year, and now we have an update on that enrollment for British curriculum schools. So this is relevant for parents of children in private schools which are implementing the British curriculum. There are new changes to the enrollment age for admission to the foundation stage, effective for the upcoming 26 to 27 calendar year.
Starting from the 2026 to 27 academic year, the following rules will apply. So, children born between September 1 and December 31st who do not turn 3 by the start of the academic year may be assessed for readiness to join FS1. The assessment and final placement will be decided jointly by the schools and the parents.
If the child is not found ready, they may be enrolled in FS1 in the following academic year instead. There is also a one-time measure in place. Children who are not enrolled in any educational system and were born between 1st of September and 31st of December 2022 will be subject to this special consideration during the next 2026 to 2027 academic year.
In these cases, schools and parents may jointly decide whether FS1 or FS2 is the most suitable placement for the child. It's also important to know that once a student is enrolled in a grade, they may not be transferred to another grade later.
For more details, parents are encouraged to view the full guide through the official link provided. The Ministry has also provided much more in-depth details on the year in terms of what has changed, and also why the admission cut-off age was initially revised. And just to kind of clarify on that, that was to achieve fairness and equal opportunities for students, to support students' educational and social readiness, and to ensure stability and academic progression. They also answered who the new age, the age cut-off applies to, enrolment eligibility, and there's a big doc there, and it's available via the Ministry of Education on X. We'll also share more details on Lovin Dubai if you'd like to find it there. So that is particularly important, as I know some parents have been looking keenly for an update on this, and it basically means if the kids are going into the year, they can be assessed by the school, and that conversation can be had directly with the school as to beginning year one or not.
I like this collaboration. So I think one of the main things that was highlighted to us in our DMs as well, they were mentioning how schools, they thought schools were going to implement it right away without any consultation with the parents. But as always, so I feel like schools, everything they do at every step, they have like a consultation period with the families, with the parents, to see how it will affect both the kids and the families.
I 100% agree with you. I think there is always a conversation, but in this case it was announced.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of parents said, look, rather than implementing it so quickly, and my child being, necessitated to start a different year within the next few months, announcing this and giving a year to leeway so people can potentially prepare might have made more sense. But actually the Ministry has come back with a new solution, which is hopefully going to facilitate families and their school decisions.
Yes. And I believe this gets implemented in the other curriculums as well. Hopefully it gets everywhere This is just for British curriculum,
British
right?
curriculum.
So, yeah.
Anyway, let's keep track of that story. Parents, if you have feedback to that, we'd love to hear it. But let's move in to the holy month of Ramadan. It's just around the corner. And we're going to talk about the updates that came yesterday about the private sector work from home options. So interesting news for all private sector employees. The Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization has announced a reduction of 2 hours from the regular working day during the holy month of Ramadan. That's right, you'll be finishing earlier.
And there's more good news. Companies can also offer flexible or remote working options depending on the nature of the job. So whether you are heading home a bit sooner or logging in from your living room, Ramadan's just got a little easier for the private sector. So stay tuned for more updates and have a blessed Ramadan.
And also, it's been announced that for public schools, they will have complete work from home on Fridays, but that hasn't been announced for private schools. Would you prefer a shorter working day in general or a flexible?
Is this during Ramadan or are we speaking generally?
Generally.
Oh, I would prefer shorter work days. I like the 4-day workday idea that was implemented in many places. It sounded really interesting.
But that's, so it's like if you could have 5 days a week with shorter work days, or 4 days a week with a flexi option to work from home on that 5th day.
I'd go for 4 days and flexible hours, sure. I think I would like that instead, the 4-day idea.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. But is that something you would go for?
Yeah, I would choose the less times I have to put on makeup, probably.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's like the faff. It's like having to like present yourself to a personal level, while like home me is very different to outside me.
I appreciate the effort you put in, but I've put barely like any kind of. I run out of my home because I'm not a morning person. So I have to leave by around 7 and I wake up at 6:35, 6:40. So yeah, I just have like 15-20 minutes max and I'm like, okay, whatever I find, I pick it, I go. I'm like, okay, I get everything done and then I just run out. So I think my work and home presentation is almost on the same bar. I have been asked not to do that multiple times from my parents themselves. They're like, please try to, present yourself, go, do something. And I'm like, oh, yeah. But yeah, morning hours is not my thing. But I feel like if there were 4 days, maybe I might try.
Yeah, if there's 4 days, we'd be way more presentable. Let's jump into our next story. So we have some lovely cutesy stories today, and this one is directly from the Crown Prince of Dubai.
So Fazza wants your help in naming his male puppy, and Dubai's Crown Prince Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum is back at it, and this time for this very, very cute reason. The Royal Pup Squad is growing, and Fazza just got a new male puppy, and he shared the cutest pic on his Instagram story asking, what should we name him?
So, with 17.4 million followers, the responses, as you can imagine, were instant. And people were weighing in, giving their best names for the puppy. And this isn't, by the way, the first time he has used the public for pet naming adventures. So back in 2024, fans helped His Highness pick the name Luna for his female puppy. And before that, in 2023, he named Mazoon and Nazar for his other dogs. To have 4 dogs, that's living.
Yes. And now 24 hours later, when the post went up on Lovin Dubai as well, fans are still throwing out name ideas under the post, and it's safe to say the excitement is quite real. And we are truly loving this whole thing where a royal who makes naming pets a full-on community affair.
Did you partake in this community affair? Did you?
Yes.
Will I see your comment?
No, I don't think you'll be. Oh, no, not under our post. I sent it directly to Fazza.
Oh, fair. Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to get it. He's not looking at our post.
He could be. You never know. It would be nice if the Crown Prince did take a look at all the suggestions. But minutes after he put up the story, I got the notification. I went in, I saw the puppy immediately. I was like, oh, so cute. And then it became a community affair here as well. We were discussing what to name him. Sandra was suggesting peanut butter because he looked like peanut butter. And I was like, that's a very cute
That's super
name.
cute.
Yeah, that's a cute name to give to a puppy. But for some reason, we didn't go with that. We went all the way down the this thing, the rabbit hole, and we were like, okay, he looks like a Rufus. And then we were like, okay, maybe we should give it like a, UAE Dubai touch, and we named him Abu Rufus.
Is that son of?
Huh?
Abu means son of.
I don't know. We just named it randomly. It was like, okay, we were like Al Rufus and then Abu Rufus. We just kept throwing names. I don't even
How
think
many likes did your names get?
Oh, it was just the 5 of us. So, like, I guess all
Father of Rufus.
Oh.
Abu means father of.
Okay, so Abu Rufus it is.
So wait, was this on the story response you put it?
Yes.
So you can't see.
We cannot see that, yeah. But if it gets selected as a name, we'll see it. But I don't think Fazza might be looking into that. But yeah.
Well, in that case, if we can't see what everyone put on His Highness the Crown Prince page, we can also check. We can also check the names that people put on the Lovin Dubai posts as suggestions, can't we? Okay. Very cute picture. Azul.
What does it
Noor.
mean? Okay.
Blue, because of the beautiful blue eyes. Benjamin. Joy.
Joy is nice. Benjamin sounds very Western. I don't know. It doesn't sound like something we'd name.
I agree. Noor means light, but I think Noor is for ladies. Rimal means sands.
Okay.
You're not a fan, I can tell.
Yeah. I am still going for Abu Rufus.
Puppy, a couple of people going for blue because the eyes are really beautiful. Mufasa, Zayed, Bounty. Another one for blue. Sugar. I don't think it's going to be sugar. Okay, so everyone's getting involved in this
Yes.
on our page as well.
Yeah. And this is not the first time either. So I feel like a lot of reactions and responses are coming in. And I'm actually waiting for the name to be released. Like,
Yeah, so am I.
hope he does that in like 1 day, 2 days. Don't take so much time. Just name him.
We're here for it.
Yes.
Okay, let's jump into our next story of the day. We're talking about a video that went viral on our pages yesterday. It got a lot of people talking, and it's opened up a conversation as to culture here in the UAE.
So this creator, she's just dropped the wildest story of having lunch with a camel. So lunch with a camel, it does sound wild, and that's what this resident thought she was going to sign up for when her boss, who's a local, invited her for lunch, saying there's going to be camel.
So here's the setup. She was invited to her Emirati boss's home for lunch after Jummah prayers. And before she arrived, her boss had casually mentioned there'll be a camel at lunch. And so she shows up, seated, plates laid, Arabic coffee flowing, delicious food, incredible hospitality, everything's great. But after the meal, she kind of scanned the room. She said, I thought we were going to see camels today.
And naturally, her mind went everywhere. Is it outside? Are we taking photos? Is it like a full-on National Geographic moment? And lunch was almost over, and it is then that casually her boss drops the plot twist of the year for her.
So, in actual fact, the camel wasn't a guest. It was the meat on her plate. And so, yes, she actually did technically have lunch with the camel, but not in the way that she expected.
And in Dubai, when someone says camels on the menu, it could quite literally be the menu that you'll be having.
But it is very much part of the culture here.
Yes, it's a very normal thing. I think it's very common. Like if you've been in Dubai for a while, you know that, when someone says camel, it could also mean the meal. So for me, it's become a very normal thing, but I can understand the shock that she went through. Because in many cultures, this is normal for the culture here. Mm-hmm. But in many other places, they might be not big of a fan of the idea, I feel. Have you had any such experiences where you were offered some cultural dish that you were kind of horrified to have?
No. I think I'm pretty okay with eating what's in front of me. When you go, in Thailand, they've got like
Oh, yes,
They've
yes.
got,
No.
like, I wouldn't say, not roaches, obviously I'm not eating a cockroach, but you've got
But
bugs,
insects, yeah.
insect shells, and they've
Yeah.
put flavorings on them and stuff to make it tasty. So I would, do you know what I won't eat? And I think, Kirby, I think you've discussed it with me before. What's the egg that has formed?
Ah, yes. I think
Balut.
balut.
I won't eat balut. It's a duck egg where, what's the interesting thing about it?
Oh.
It's very common in... It's juicy. So it's very common in Philippines, I think in Cambodia.
He's traumatized.
Sammy is here, our producer, and he's just walking away. This is the thing, though, is that if you grow up with something and it's okay, you probably just don't really question it. Kirby's saying it's juicy. I believe you, but just...
No. I'm looking at the images. I cannot.
Don't... Yeah, no, I know. And I think I'm pretty brave, but I just wouldn't go for
Not that brave.
balut.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyone out there tried balut? You've tried it?
No, I've not tried it. I mean, I don't even eat egg properly, and then there is this, which, oh my god, it looks very... But I guess it's normal for you guys. But yeah, I've had these things like, I've known a person who tries almost every kind of cuisine and culture, because it's also a kind of respect that you give to the culture. Like,
Exactly. So I wouldn't give this reaction if I was in the Philippines
I'm
right
sorry,
now.
this was very natural. I'll try to keep it in control. But yeah, I've had this conversation before as well, and like there was this one show where this person goes to different cultures and like he has the dishes that they make. And there was this one particular culture where they serve dog meat. It's sad, but also the thing is, when you look at it historically and culturally, this was like the hilly regions where they cannot have livestock or cows. They cannot rear it. So the only meat available to them, technically speaking, was the dogs that they were rearing. So for protein sake, they also had this, but they've come down from that. But this used to be one part of their cultural thing, and now they serve it only during like cultural festivals or rites like that. And when it was served, this person, while speaking to the camera, he was like, "I am traumatized, but I will still try it because it's part of their culture and it's all about respecting it." So you might have your differences, but yeah, I think it's a good thing to try out every cultural aspect. Like when you're going to experience a culture, it's always nice to experience it in the full package.
Yeah, I think you're so right there in that. I say today I wouldn't try balut, but if I was in the country with the people and they were being very hospitable and saying like, this is what we eat, I would find it very hard to say no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before
Before we cut the show, I wanted to speak about food. I wanted to teach us all how to say lunch in Emirati Arabic because I feel like, considering the conversation topic, this would be helpful. So, by the way, sometimes we try and do a little bit of Arabic learning, and Al Ramsa Institute, this isn't a paid plug, but we just think what they're doing is phenomenal in terms of teaching people usable phrases. And so today's phrase is lunch.
Okay. How do you say it?
غدا غدا, and if I want to say I had lunch, اتغديت. Would you like to learn?
Okay, so غدا
Okay.
for lunch
Lunch in Emirati Arabic.
in Emirati Arabic. غدا.
غدا, and if I want to say I had lunch, اتغديت.
اتغديت. اتغديت.
What if I want to say I want lunch? Not there yet.
This is as much as we've got. So if you want to impress your friends at lunch today, غدا, lunch. Why am I teaching anyone? I love these phrases though because they're so usable. And il غديت
Yes.
is I had lunch. So
Yes.
if we need to remind these. I'll come to you after lunch, say Il Ghadate. I believe that is the end of the Lovin Dubai show this morning. It's Friday. I feel like this has been a really long week, but it's nearly the weekend. If you're looking for things to do, Lakshmi, right beside me, has drafted an incredible lineup of all the cool things happening in Dubai today, tomorrow and Sunday. And as always, there is so much. Thank you, Lakshmi, for joining us.
Thank you.
And also, if you enjoy the show, you can also catch it on podcast format wherever you get your podcasts from. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. And we'll wrap it up there, and we'll see you here on Monday morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.